As tensions continue between the U.S. and Iran, there's been a lot of social media rumors and even questions swirling about a draft. So many people turned to the Selective Service website for answers that parts of it crashed.
Now, this week we verified that there is currently no active draft, and there hasn't been since the Vietnam War. But if Congress and the president ever reinstated one, how would it work? And are there still local boards that oversee it? Chelsea Beimfor verifies. She spoke to Craig Brown with the Selective Service and dug through documents on the Selective Service website.
Although there hasn't been a United States military draft in more than 45 years, the system behind it hasn't gone anywhere. The U.S. Selective Service is a civilian agency of the executive branch.
Our mission is to be ready. That's what the law says. We have to have an active standby organization.
Roughly 120 employees and thousands of volunteers help register young men for the Selective Service when they turn 18, which is required by federal law.
What would happen if there were a draft? What Selective Service does is we determine the availability of a young man to serve, right? And then you push them over to Department of Defense, and Department of Defense determines acceptability.
They do this with the help of local boards, a small group of people that live in a community and listen to administrative or judgmental claims from drafted men looking for an exemption.
Is it something that's enduring, something that it didn't just crop up yesterday when you got your draft notice? Is it sincere? Is it something you sincerely believe? And is it consistent? It goes through all parts of your life.
Selective Service Associate Director of Operations Craig Brown says most boards are organized by county and are occasionally consolidated or expanded into larger or smaller groups based on population. The roughly 11,000 active board members across the United States are nominated by their state's governor and then appointed by the National Selective Service Director.
Registration has nothing to do with the potential of serving in the military. It's just raising your hand, saying you acknowledge that you know you have some sort of obligation. Should your nation need you, that you're there.
So once again, right now we are not at war, and a draft would require an act of Congress and the signature of the president. But if it ever happens again, we're prepared. With your Verify, I'm Chelsea Beimfor.
We also spoke to one of Bibb County's local draft board members, Kelvin Collins, who deferred questions to the Federal Selective Service Office.
If you have something you'd like us to verify, you can send a tip to our Facebook page or send us an email to news@13wmaz.com.